Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Leif Plays Amplified. And today we're starting in a very interesting spot here. Look at this view. I mentioned in a previous episode that I had kind of built this ladder up to the top of this mountain by our starter base to get a view, see what's going on in the area. And oops, I thought we would start this episode by checking it out together. So let's see if I can orient myself here. Our starter base, our little valley, protected valley, is right down there, and our Japanese garden is right behind that block. We'll go take a look at that in a second, but we are way up here at 163 height, and there's actually more to go. We could find our way up there somehow. We'd have to do some looks like this whole chunk is floating, so we'd have to do a little bit of building of bridges to get over there. And I'm not doing that today, but so yeah, we're totally surrounded by winter or cold biomes, with the exception of this little flower forest right around us, and a little bit of I guess warmer taiga down below. So that yeah, that's kind of that. I'm going to hop down here a little bit so we can get a better view of particular areas. But yeah, okay, there you can see our farm, our wheat farm down there. That's our valley. And right through this hillside, we've got a river and some taiga over that direction. And let's see. If we come over here, there's the area that we keep saying we're going to build our Petra-like base in someday. And those ice spikes, they're so huge in this in the amplified world. It's kind of amazing. All right, make sure we're crouching. That's our Japanese garden area right down there. Of course, we have to finish off this end of it and this end of it. But as you can see from up here, I've actually started filling in some of this with water, so we will have kind of a lake there, and this will flow through. But we'll deal with that another day. And there's a lot of interesting stuff up here that you don't get to see from down below. And let's see here. Okay, I am crouching. Yep, so there's our valley. All right, well, let's head back down. If I can remember where I put the ladders. Today might be a little bit of a shorter episode because I want to make sure I get this episode out, but I'm also there we go. I'm also working on getting some city skylines for you all. That just came out a couple days ago, and it promises to make good on fixing all the things that were wrong with SimCity. So hopefully that is. Oh, look, we got a cave over there. Hopefully that is indeed the case. I've played it around with it a little bit, and I'm having fun with it so far. It's similar to SimCity in a lot of ways. I mean, it's obviously the same type of games, the same genre, but it's got definitely a unique look to it. And so far, I've been enjoying it and not running into the terrible bugs and restrictions, and having to connect to a server. And I mean that I won't go on a SimCity rant, but hopefully that means that it will also make more interesting videos. So, all right, in this episode, we've got a couple of tasks to accomplish. We are going to first of all build a little vine farm. In our previous episode, we did go and get some lily pads and vines from a swamp nearby, but not really. It took us a whole episode to get over there and check that out. But we collected a bunch of vines, and we also collected a bunch of lily pads. So first things first, let's I'll wait on that. I'm gonna put the vine farm down at this end. You can see I did start making a tunnel through here, which we may use eventually, but this area so far is not really being used much, so I think I'll go 4 up just do like so, I think. So now this should just work to start growing some vines. We can come in here with the shears and just shear some off. And, we may want to do something more permanent in the future, but for now we'll leave it at that. Yeah, vines are a really nice thing to have on hand because they can really dress stuff up. Let's see here. I've only got 36 of them, so I'm going to be a little careful, but I'm going to throw one there, throw one there, and maybe throw one right there. The rest of them I'm going to reserve for our Japanese garden. So we said when we were putting this together that we'd come back and add a little bit to it once we had some vines. So let's figure out where we want to put some of these. I think maybe here would be nice. That'll kind of drop down. Maybe here it'll do the same thing. Let's see. Over on this big tree, I think we definitely want some someplace. And to dress up the waterfall here for sure. So let's see if I can get up here without being a total derp. Ah! And the answer is no, apparently. Alright. Let's see, I think I want one there. And there. And maybe there. We'll see what that looks like. I don't want to just spam them everywhere because you want it kind of to be interesting and kind of subtle. Now, as for this area, let's see if we can. We're gonna have to come over. Now we're gonna have to go right up the water, I think, to get up here. All right, I think. Nope. Come on, come on. All right. Let's see. I think what I want is, let's see, some vines there and there. And maybe there. And let's start with that and see where we're at. Now I want to, like I said, I want to use them kind of sparingly, just to dress it up. But I don't want it. Also, don't want it too symmetrical. I don't want it too unbalanced either. But that looks like it'll probably be good. Those will drop down a little bit and add some more depth. So that looks pretty good. That side, we've got the vines got there. Yeah, I think so far so good on that. Maybe throw some there. And then over here, I think we're going to want a bunch. Eventually, maybe here, maybe here, maybe there, maybe there. Yeah, that's probably there. And there. All right, we still got a few left. Okay, so I'm going to call that good for vines so far for here. We'll wait for them to grow out and see how they look and add more or change things up if we need to. So let's put those away for the moment. Let's actually, might as well grab these while we're over here. Those are already growing. That's nice to see. All right, the other thing that we want to do is add some lily pads. I'm just going to, so I don't use too many of them, I'll just take part of them with me. And so lily pads, and then add some lighting to the garden up there. So let's actually run to our pumpkin farm quick. Grab a few of those, turn them into jack-o'-lanterns. You see we have 36 of them in there now. What happens if we push the button? Awesome. So this thing's working. It doesn't, it doesn't put out a ton, but it's enough. I love even numbers. Okay. It's enough to keep up with demand so far. So, all right, and I think we're looking good. We probably want a little bit of dirt, just in case. We got plenty of cobble. Okay. I'm not going to do this at night. I was thinking maybe I should, just so that we can see the lighting a little bit better, but I think it's just going to make it too hard to see probably as we're working. Alright, so let's run back up here. Start with the lily pads. And I'm gonna use these pretty sparingly, I think. And I'm gonna go for kind of the asymmetry but balance. And that's kind of an idea I try and follow through. I don't like that though. Okay, good. I still can't pick those up because that was right across from that, so I like a little bit more balance. It's kind of like if you think about a stool with 3 legs, it's in balance, right? You can sort of put your weight in any direction and it will stay stable. But if you took one of those legs away and you just had 2 legs, they'd be in a line and they would be unstable, right? If you shift your weight a little bit off that line, the thing's just going to tip over. And if you have 4 legs on a stool, you can actually, if the ground is uneven, you can end up with a wobbly stool because 4 points is 1 point more than you need to define a plane, right? So unless magically all 4 points are coplanar, you won't have a stable chair because 3 points are guaranteed to be on the same plane. 4 points, not necessarily. So that might not sound like it's related to aesthetics, but actually, you know what? I think I do want to move this around a little bit. But it goes to this idea of balance. What is enough visual, kind of visual elements? What is too much? In what ways can you make a balanced visual? And I think those concepts are very analogous. And after all that, of course, we are using 4 of them here, so, don't think about that too hard. But it's an interesting analogy that I like. So, okay, I think that works. That's just enough to break up the blue, give it a little more interest. All right, now we're going to work on a little bit of lighting. So let's just start with 8 of these, throw our torches in here, we got those, got our torches back. All right, now I don't know if you noticed, but I actually did put a jack-o'-lantern under the bridge on that side, so it helps light things up, but you never really see it, you don't even, even from this side, you don't really see it, because when you're coming across here, oops, you come in this way, and you catch a little glimpse of it there, but when you come over, you don't see it again, so that's kind of the method I'm going to do. I'm coming down here to grab some leaves quick because that's a nice way to hide these things. And I'm just going to go with the oak leaves. They're nice and bright. I like them. Alright, I'm just going to check time quick. Alright. Make sure we're on schedule here. So I am going to do the same thing that I did over here on this side. So I dug that, put the jack-o'-lantern there, and put our leaves there. Alright. So, now further over here, I want to do the same thing in this area. Let's see, down here. This might be a good spot, actually. Put the jack-o'-lantern there, and then fill that. Ooh, I don't like that water texture on there, but I don't know if we're going to see that. Let's hop over here quick and just check. You can kind of see it. I don't know. We'll maybe rethink that. Actually, if I just break this. Oops. Yeah, it's still, the pumpkin's still more or less hidden. So, all right, and we want hidden light up here. We don't want these torches if we can help it. So let's think of some good places to hide these. Let's see here. A good spot here would actually be behind the water. So let me think here if I can get in here easily without messing stuff up. No, I don't think I can. So I'm looking for places to hide. I'll put one right down here. Okay, that's good. Actually, I'm just going to take this torch out while we're over here because that'll give us a better idea. Oh, alright, alright. We definitely need some in here. So maybe on the other side of all this mess. Maybe, let's see, can I get up there? No, I can't. Alright, let's hop up here. I'm thinking like right here maybe? And that lights up this corner. Still doesn't do much for this area. But actually something right here would be good, I think. Yeah, we need something up there, but I don't have any smooth stone at the moment, so I don't want to mess with it too much. Have it get ugly, but maybe something right in here. What if we go and then try that, and then maybe, all right, let's just see what that looks like from over here. We might not need another obscuring block. Yeah, because it's behind that block there. So that looks pretty good. We still need something up there. I guess we'll just have to mess around until we figure out something we like. Let's see, can I? Oh no, I can't. Just hop up here for a moment. Okay, we got one there. I'm gonna throw one down back here also. Yeah, like that. I think that'll work. So that lights that area up, and then I get rid of this torch. It's not entirely enough, actually. Let's come up here. Let's throw a pumpkin right there also. And we won't really see that from anywhere, I don't think, because it's so high up. Yeah, that's good. Actually, you can kind of see it from there, but yeah, that's not too bad. There's a torch up there, though. We'll deal with that. This side, I'm not sure what I'm doing with that side yet, so we'll leave that alone. All right, and let's take some of these out. So where this flows down, I think I'll put a hidden one underneath the waterfall as well, but I've got to work out exactly how I want this waterfall to look. It's not right as it is now, so we'll come back to that one. All right, back here, we got the vines growing. I think we probably want one in here, but it's going to be a challenge to hide it properly. Maybe if we hide this one a little bit further back and then fill in something like that. Take that off. Just have to give a little bit of a glow. And maybe we'll do the same thing here. We'll actually just use the same one maybe. It's not ideal, you can still kind of see it, but for now we'll let that stand. Okay, and we should be coming to night here soon, shouldn't we? The one thing about this amplified terrain is you can never tell what time of day it is. All right, yeah, the sun looks like the glow is going down. So we'll see this in a moment. And actually this area, I think we want something something down here. Do it right there, maybe. Let's see. Okay, so that should light that up, and we can get rid of this torch, and maybe this torch as well. Alright, so it's starting to get dark enough to see. Let's get rid of some of these. Ooh, and let's make a couple more, because I just want to do these two corners here before we're done. Get rid of that thing. And can we get to this torch? Get rid of this one. So let's see here. I'm just going to dig in here and put this one there. And then throw this dirt back. Okay. And I think probably want one there. Okay, so let's hop back around. Of course, at these edges, we're nowhere near light enough, but see how this is starting to look. It's starting to look pretty good. Maybe some more down in the water, possibly, but we've got some nice light there. Some more up in here we're going to need, of course. But this area is starting to look pretty good. Yeah, that's lit up nicely with no torches. I think we want one more right here, and we'll call it good for today. This is good progress. So let's see. I'm going to put it down a little bit further than some of these others. Yeah, good. Okay, I like that. It's still moody, kind of, you know. It's not really bright, but and it draws the attention to certain spots. Like there's that bright spot there over here, so it kind of makes you look this direction, and maybe we can use that to better effect. But there we have it. Okay, and just checking our time. Actually, we're over. So full-length episode today. Just working on the lights and the vines and the lily pads, and you can see we've done a little bit more inside too, but we'll talk about that in another episode. So hope everybody enjoyed. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave some comments if you have suggestions or ideas, and I will see everybody next time.